V shape. I'm expecting Nifty to form a V shape tomorrow. Hello and good evening. This is the trade plan for 19th of August, Monday. Rakhi ka din hai. Wish you happy Rakhi, everyone. Um, what happened on Friday? Have a quick look. Nifty made a strong move, actually a very strong move, but Nifty made a fairly strong move. But still, Nifty so far is stronger than Bank Nifty. Let's bring up some indicators. Here we are. The interesting thing is, I expected 350 to be respected. It was. I expected 486 to form some kind of a resistance. It did not. It actually went beyond 486. Basically, 24,500 broadly as a psychological resistance. It was taken out. Nifty is finally, after making a high of 557, ended at 541. Great news. What am I expecting tomorrow? Ideally a gap up, but definitely a green move tomorrow morning. And then it may fall during the day. Why? Because chances are it will either open at 647, that means 650 के आसपास, or 683 or 686 or even 702. Any of these levels will invite pushback. So if we open somewhere here, expect a fall. It may go a little up, but then that will just be a little, and it may correct. Short covering आएगी, and then it will form an intermediate base. This is what I think. And that base can be, let me tell you, most likely place the base can be, okay, the base can be at 485 or 420 or 288. I'm just giving broad figures. ऐसा नहीं है कि यही होगा. I'm giving a broad figure. But definitely, these are the figures that I'm looking at where a low will be formed. And when this low is formed, 288 is, or broadly 300, is a level which should be respected definitely tomorrow, even if there's a fall. और उसके बाद we can again see an up move. That is why I'm saying V shape. So gap up or an up move, then a correction, and then further up move. I am still holding call positions. So I will not like to buy puts for the fall because the fall will be a temporary correction. The impulse, the strength, the key direction is now up, at least till broadly 24,700. There are two levels. One is 24,683, the other is 686. But anyway, broadly it is 24,700. It is possible that we may see a fall around 24,647. यहाँ से अगर यहाँ के आसपास खुलता है, if it opens somewhere here on the dot, it might give some kind of a profit booking. That is a buy on dip opportunity to my understanding, because the next resistance will be at 683, 686 and 702. 700 तक जाने की पूरी संभावना है, and that should be kept in mind. Having said that, what happens beyond that is a little tricky to say at this moment. Theoretically, the level is 24 after 700, the 700 or nearabouts. The next intermediate level would be 24,900, and who knows, it might even go to 80h, but then अभी तक वो strength दिखी नहीं है. For Bank Nifty, the open could be around 50,700 or 50,872, let's say 5,900. The resistance lies at 51,200. यहाँ पे आने के बाद there is likely to be a pushback on the downside, and then again a recovery. Bank Nifty, when it crosses 51,000 or so, 51,200 or so. After the first pushback, it crosses that, then it can be on fire because Bank Nifty could be giving very, very positive moves soon. But अभी तक तो strength नहीं दिखी है, but whenever the strength comes, it will start firing big time. Look at the weekly charts. Two long wicks on Nifty and a higher high candle. There is a definite strength coming in to the Nifty, and in Bank Nifty, two similar looking candles, more like hammer or something similar to that, with a very strong lower wick, telling us that massive buying came in whenever the market fell to these levels. So for now, it is buy on dips, but my focus still will remain on Nifty on the call side. Bank Nifty, I will see if I can get some traction earliest at 50,900, or maybe when it crosses that, it can just rush to 51,500 very, very soon. May also hit 51,800. So, abhi wo time nahi aaya. I will sound you whenever I see that kind of a thing to happen. For now, 49,600 has been respected and very nicely on two occasions. If you see the intraday chart, this is the weekly chart and this is the daily chart for both the indices. For intraday, let me show you something very interesting. This is some kind of a double bottom formation on the hourly chart. Look, this is where it is. It formed one bottom, went up, formed bottom again. What is this telling us? This is telling us that if and when this high is taken out, this intermediate top of 50,821, so 800 or 900, whatever, if it is taken out with confidence, Bank Nifty can blast on the upside. And eventually, 52,000 also is a possibility with a break at 51,500 or so. These are long term views for the week. But for tomorrow, for Monday, the focus for me will also still remain Nifty, and I would like to add on dips. But kal ek fall hai. Once it reaches somewhere around 24, 683, 686, or even 700, definitely there's a fall. An intermediate, and even at 647, let's say 650, यहाँ से भी एक fall दिख रही है. Whenever that happens. So up, down, and up. V shape. That's why I said V shape. So this is where we are, and hopefully it. See, ADS is also not indicating momentum in Bank Nifty so far. So Bank Nifty is in a void on the upside for me till the time I see a momentum building up. But definitely momentum is there in the Nifty. So पैसे बनाने हैं तो Nifty पे focus करिए कल. All right. Tomorrow's low will be crucial. Whatever tomorrow in the day there is a low, that will be respected most likely for next many days. That is likely to happen because moon phase also comes in effect tomorrow. The previous moon phase was here on 5th of August, and we saw the massive fall that happened on 5th after Friday's position. So all of us had carried puts on Friday, and 5th morning we minted some decent money. The same is expected on the upside tomorrow. The possibility of a gap up and some decent money to be made. Okay. What else? What else? Okay. Nifty went exactly as per our indication to 24,566. That is the level that we had plotted. 566. Let me just disable this because iska kaam ho gaya hai. And bring up this. Yes. This is the 683 level I was talking about. Okay. And somewhere between 683 and and yeah, multiple levels after that. 683 के बाद 714, 736. These both can act as resistances. So 718.2 may not be seen in a hurry, but 714 or 736 could act, or anywhere in between, could act as a possible resistance tomorrow. This is just to get some idea, and don't bother too much about these lines. This is enough. This is clean enough. I normally like to see the candles without indicators so that I see the levels cleanly. Okay, what about HDFC Bank? Very good. HDFC Bank finally managed to end exactly at the resistance here. What was the resistance? The resistance was 1632. 1632 पे रुकने के बाद the next step for Bank Nifty for HDFC Bank is to recapture 1639 followed by 1656 and then eventually 1659. कब होता है we don't know, but as and when this happens, Bank Nifty will start showing its true colors. I think the first it will expect some kind of resistance around 1639, 1640 levels. It will fall, correct, and then it will go up again. But the candle is very, very encouraging. This is again a hammer kind of a candle. And in case of Reliance, it sustained its up move. It's managed to capture 29.54 and closed above that. Hopefully, it should also attempt to close this gap. Something to be talked are two other stocks. One is ICICI. Look at this. This is the third biggest stock. It has also closed at more than 1 week's high. So this, the highest close it has seen in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 8-10 days का high इसने close किया है. It is likely to also attempt to reach 1201. Possible. बात करो तो Infosys की, IT की. Very, very strong. Not only a small gap up here, it filled the gap. It made a fresh gap up here. I don't know if you can see. Let me plot it for you. This is the gap I'm talking about. Hope you can see it now. Okay. Now, with this gap, this will also act as a cushion for it on the move up. So it is already sitting on one more cushion. It could attempt to go up to 1871 levels or so, or 1880, or even make an attempt at 1900 plus. Poised very well. All four top biggies are poised very well for further up move tomorrow. Banks would raise the bar, and chances are that banks may not immediately fire, but initially the up move is expected, and we are therefore expecting green and ideally a gap up. ऐसा मेरा मानना है. Do not hold me for this कि आपने तो ये कहा था ऐसा नहीं हुआ. I'm only telling you what I'm seeing. It's not necessary that it will happen that way. But this is very likely, as per my experience, that we can expect. Close above 24,486 is a very good sign. Even if the fall comes, chances are it will get arrested by this place and it will resume the up. So all is well. Trade on the long side, but don't jump to the trade without understanding. If it is opening gap up and correcting, let it correct. When it starts finding a bottom, and use the 4 time frames layout chart for the purpose. This is daily, this is hourly, 15 minutes and 5 minutes. Your trend change will be clearly visible in 5 minute charts. For example, we were able to very cleanly spot this. I don't know if you still remember. So we were waiting for the market to go short. Market went up. I'm just zooming in the 5 minute chart. And we took a put position in the morning trade somewhere around here. And it gave a beautiful fall to the level downside. See, we entered somewhere here. and this fall went out to almost 170 points. And then next, it made a good candle, hammer kind of a candle, took support exactly at 200 EMA, and the up move started from here. And even if you took a position here, this would have given you a good return till. So we saw about 320 points move on the upside. Now, whichever you were able to get, you should be able to smartly spot the reversal. And that, as long as it's not a sideways days, it's likely to go up. See, look at this. It bounced with a hammer kind of a candle above EMA 200, went up, came down again, retested this, and then blasted up. So even if you had waited for the retest and maybe you bought somewhere around here, you still made about same 320 points or so. So essentially, R2 of 24243 was being respected, and the up move went on. So I'm optimistic about tomorrow. All I would say is trade patiently, with a lot of patience. Never overinvest. Always invest conservatively, so that if the situation goes against you, you're able to salvage. Another thing that I think I'm also noticing here right now is the cycle time turned positive for Nifty around 10:30, and look at what happened after 10:30. 10:30, the low was made, and that low was respected all through the day. Now, tomorrow, we are expecting another cycle time for Nifty. The cycle time next is 10:30. I don't know if it works or not, but it is likely to give some kind of a support. And the cycle time for Bank Nifty is around 145. So time goes right. If the price action is correct, chances are it will lead to good up move. So 145 for Bank Nifty and 10:30 for Nifty. This is what I see. Trade with a lot of caution. Do not blindly follow this, but this can be a very good supportive tool for understanding how we should be able to play on the Nifty or Bank Nifty. Look at this candle on 15-minute chart also. It makes a solid hammer kind of a candle. I'm noticing hammer is coming out very nicely in any of the four time frames. कहीं ना कहीं आपको दिख जाता है. All you need to be a little sensitive to hammer or a dragonfly doji or inverted hammer. These things will always help you catch the reversals. Wait for the confirmation and then take a trade that you want to take. This is what I was mentioning here. 15-minute charts, even on 5-minute chart, this was available. That is what it is. So, sounding all good. Let's wait to see what happens tomorrow. I'm optimistic about it. Trade with patience, caution, and RMPS. Go green. Bye bye.